In the last few years, there's been an ongoing feud between the Inner Circle Trader, or ICT, and some of his opposition all over social media, specifically on Twitter. There's been a lot of Twitter drama between him and people who claim that he can't trade. Well, there is something that I have to comment on here, and it is simply from a bystander. I don't have a horse in this race per se, and I'm just going to be sharing my thoughts on the situation. But I'm going to do so by reacting to this recent video put out by iMan Trading called "Breaking: ICT just secured his legacy as a total fraud." Now, first of all, I just want to say this. What is the Robbins Cup? This is something you're going to need to know in this video, as it's clearly mentioned many times. The Robbins Cup is this competition that is put on by, I believe his name is Joel Robbins, and in this Robbins Cup concept, traders compete all year long to have the top performance in different categories like Forex, and I think there's futures. There might even be stock trading. I'm not really sure exactly, but you can go to their website if you want more information about the Robbins Cup. But it's basically like a trading competition that, influencers have recently been pushing each other to get into, right? Prove yourself in the Robbins Cup. We're going to be going through this, and before we react to this video, I just want to say I am not a hater of any trading style or person. I honestly think that if you make money doing what works for you, then great. Who cares what other people say if you're making money? But I will say that I did look on, hopefully, to see ICT do the things that he claimed in this Robbins Cup. And maybe he will. Who knows? Maybe he'll shock the world. I have no idea. But he made some pretty big claims about the Robbins Cup for the last few years. And in this video, ICT is kind of getting called out by iMan Trading. On a personal note, I was watching this from a distance because if ICT somehow ends this year at the top of the leaderboard, I'm going to go through his mentorship classes in more detail. But I am a big believer, as I've always talked about on this channel, in following people who prove their profitability. And so as a curious onlooker, if ICT had done it, I might have actually gone and looked at some of his stuff more closely. But honestly, I don't think it's worth following people and spending your hard-earned time, money, and energy following and learning from people who have not been able to prove profitability themselves. That is all I'm saying. I'm not claiming he's a good or bad trader, but I'm saying that great traders are able to prove it. So let's jump into this big accusation iMan Trading came out with. Also, as we get into this video, just in case you want to hear this video without my commentary, we'll leave the full documentary video that iMan Trading did in the description down below.
Like, that's a fucking challenge. I am going to win that. I don't know why you guys are sitting here pretending like I forgot about it. I didn't forget about it. I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing. I'm going to part the Red Sea, and I'm running to the top of that motherfucker, and none of you are going to be near me. So get your sound bites out of that, because that's what's coming. And yes, I'm going to win the Robbins Cup, so stop sending me emails, okay? It's in the bag. Trust me on that. Okay, I told you.
So I think this is just setting up, basically showing that, again, what we talked about earlier, he's made a lot of claims on social media. He's going to win it. He's going to win it. He's going to win it. And so, yeah.
I would give you a drama. I'll give you a tragedy. But at the end of the year, it's my name at the top of that list. Okay, so just relax. Keep making your videos because you look stupid. Exposed ICT failed Robbins Cup. It's just going to make it even better. Here's what happened. I went in the Robbins Cup and I sat there and I pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed, and I pushed that fucking account down to $900.
What? Okay, so in the thumbnail of this video, Chandler, if you don't mind popping the thumbnail on the screen for us to look at again, it had this big minus 91%. So ICT definitely just said the account is down 91%, which is interesting, but it sounded like he was saying that that was an intentional action. Real quick, I wanted to mention that if you are looking for some free analysis, education, etc., we do offer a free Telegram channel for traders who are interested in Forex and futures. We're sharing daily analysis, posts about what we're looking at in the financial markets, technical and fundamental analysis. And like I said, the best part is it's all free. It's linked down below in the description if you'd like to join that Telegram. And now back to the video. Okay, the edit kind of goes crazy.
Do I sound like I'm embarrassed? No. Think about it, folks.
But do you honestly, okay, seriously, sincerely mean this, okay? Do you think it's hard to make 400%? It's fucking easy. You didn't.
Not for me, man. Dang, I wish I could make 400%.
Win the Robbins Cup, ICT. But some of you think that that's the litmus test that says, see, he's a fraud. because I gave you that invitation to think that.
To not a single non-beginner trader's surprise, ICT just announced that his 2024 Robins Cup account is down 91% from its $10,000 starting balance. Of course, the best part is the insane 20-minute rant afterwards about how it's not his fault, but we'll laugh at that in just a sec.
There. I'm gonna say something here. I'm gonna say something here.
Think about it, folks.
He can't even get 4th place in a trading competition on the market that he claims to have coded. Back in 2015, he traded a sim account for over 6 months, but gave up after losing 97%.
Okay, can we actually address something? This is the one thing that I have always wondered. Does ICT actually claim, and someone tell me in the chat or in the comment section, because I'm not 100% on this, does ICT actually claim to have programmed, like he's in full control of the underlying what's happening in the financial markets? Because either, in that case, that is just simply a flat out lie, or he is like on God tier intelligence level and has like a supercomputer in his brain, because the markets are so dang complicated. To think that you could somehow program and fool everyone that there's no way it's just built by one person is like saying the internet was built like by one person. The market is that living, breathing, intelligent being thing. To have one person program it, would be crazy.
Failed the Robins Cup after saying he was going to win every single time, going all the way back to 2017, and he said he was a fraud if he didn't win shortly before deleting this old Twitter.
For the record, if I do not win 2017 Robins FX division, I am a fraud. I do not know how to trade. If I do, and I shall, send me cheesecake. This is from the Wrecking Ball, ICT M. Huddleston, so perhaps this is a different Twitter or an older Twitter from him. I'm not sure.
Account out of what I assume was embarrassment. The money people thought he made from trading was
account.
proven to be Photoshop.
So here's the thing. This is another one that ICT gets a lot of flack for. This post that is an MT4 account, and they point out that there's a missing minus sign. And this is like the notorious, quote unquote proof that ICT is not a real trader is, so-and-so he blocked out the minus sign, and that was clearly an editing mistake in Photoshop or whatever. And so here's the thing. I actually know that a lot of my viewers and listeners are people who may have actually, learned a lot of things watching ICT's videos. And I'm not coming out here to just like slash your entire, thing, because at the end of the day, I said at the beginning of this video, if you found a way to make money in the markets, you did something very difficult, and I can't tell you that it's not working for you, so I'm not going to try. If you're making money. That being said, if you're not already making money, I would just urge you to look at things like this. If somebody's faking anything like this, and this is alleged, because we don't know for sure what happened here. We don't know exactly what the claim's in. I can't see, was there any disclaimer in what he said that this is a demo or whatever? I'm not sure.
Because he forgot to include a minus sign on it, saying he did it on purpose only after getting caught months later.
I photoshopped an image. Okay, I photoshopped an image and intentionally left off the minus sign, and the humor was lost in translation, and now trolls want to use it for their garbage. Okay, so there's a pattern here, right? Claiming, oh, that was just a joke, but not saying that initially, and then tanking the Robins Cup, and then later saying that that was a joke too.
I did it because I liked it. Hell, I loved it.
I mean, I could be doing this stuff, and that would be very convenient if I, went all in on an account, and if it didn't work out, just said I did that on purpose. I mean, come on.
Later, his occasional trading live streams are even more humiliating than losing the Robins once again, because we actually got to see how bad his real trades are when he can't selectively upload wins on X. And yes, he started doing so badly that he claimed his stop loss was being hunted by market makers while using a sim account. And remember...
But didn't he make the algorithm?
Son of a bitch bastard, I'll get you for this!
If he made the trading algorithm, or the market algorithm, how can his stop losses get hunt if he programmed how they hunt the stop losses? This 1 + 1 is not equaling 2 here.
Think about it, folks.
All ICT concepts wouldn't be available as free indicators if they actually gave a long-term edge on their own. And the traders who have actually made money will even allude to this themselves. I am the reason for my success. You do not get credit for my journey. ICT wants credit for the few who make money, but tells the hundreds of thousands who aren't making money that it's their fault and not the concepts. But enough of that. Some people can't be helped. So here are the funniest clips from the meltdown he had after admitting that he lost 91%, which honestly is a huge improvement from minus 96%. Based on his 5% improvement from 2016 to 2024, my math says he will become a break-even trader 145 years from now.
I could take that $900 and run it right back on up. It's been bait the whole fucking time. The whole fucking time. And you're out here sitting there thinking you're clowning me. Every single trade, every single
Watch your profanity.
See, the thing is, like, how is this a joke? You're literally touting that by the end of this year, my name's going to have it on with an 11,592% gain. His birthday, screenshot this now. I mean, see, this is the sort of thing, guys. I'm from an onlooker's perspective, from an, like, you know, kind of a third party. I don't trade his concepts or his ideas or his way of viewing the markets. I do think that any person can come up with their own concepts by staring at markets long enough and learn something about them. And actually potentially become profitable. I've actually seen another one of iMan Trading's videos where he discussed this kind of concept too. It's this like weird unspoken way of gaining some level of discretion by staring at charts long enough that you actually start finding patterns, especially in specific charts that you study the most. And I you know, as an onlooker, I look at this something like this and I say, if you do this, I'm gonna go learn your stuff, because then you may actually be who you claim to be, right? But you can't just trust people blindly. And when you turn around and say, oh yeah, that was a joke, by the way. But the thing is, this has been an ongoing story for years and years and years. And what I mean by ongoing story is that basically ICT and his opposition on Twitter get into big feuds. ICT calls them to come into the Robbins Cup. And then when they do or don't, he claims, oh, well, I guess I'll just do it next year. And then it comes out that an account that he had done apparently goes to zero or blows up or something. Now, I'm going to say something because I know people are going to say, Nick, why don't you get in the Robbins Cup? I actually don't think the Robbins Cup is a very good indicator of anything, because competitions, trading competitions in general, are like just, it's not a true trading environment. In fact, I do something on my channel that I'm very proud that I do. It's something that is not easy. I pull up my live broker all the time and I show you guys my, you know, US regulated brokerage results. I'm not claiming to be the greatest trader of Earth. You know, I'm not claiming to be the GOAT or anything like that. I am just a guy who trades. I go for slow and steady consistency. The reason I'm bringing this up is because people, you know, push each other like penguins off a cliff to get into the Robbins or whatever, when all you have to do is just log into a live brokerage and show the world that you are who you say you are, right? I'm not out here saying that I'm the greatest trader. I am consistently profitable. I've proven so, and I'll leave a link in the description if you want to go watch a video on my trading performance live login. And if you're sketched out about a video that could have been edited, you can pull up one of my live streams and you'll see me on the same account trading it live each day. No nonsense, no BS. I am not, you know, the second coming of Christ in the form of a trading god. That is not who I claim to be. I am just a guy who trades slow and steady, and I do think that many traders would benefit if ICT would come out and show some live performance. And as an onlooker, I would show him tremendous respect if he had either done this thing on the Robbins Cup, which is basically punt an account to 11,000 gain a year, or if he just logged into a live brokerage and showed long-term trading results for the last few years.
And that Robbins Cup had nothing to do but anything except for me just pushing the button. Push, 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 push. I did that shit on purpose.
Did you hear that? He did it on purpose, everybody. Now, one important thing to note here is that the Robbins Cup has relatively higher margin requirements for trading contracts. And right now, with his account balance at $900, it appears that he doesn't actually have enough money to trade one of the regular size contracts. Of course, we don't know what the exact rates are, but it's worth bringing up because it makes...
Interesting. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here. This is how you prove you're a real one. Respect. And he's screenshotting the leaderboard. This is from Sam KB, who we've had on the channel a few times. I'll win the Robbins in 2017, doesn't win 2021, 2023, 2024. October 24th, he announces that the account is down 91%. No one can beat me live. This is the weird thing that I don't really understand sometimes about trading Twitter and trading YouTube and all this. Why is it even a competition in the first place? Why does it have to be a competition whatsoever? It doesn't. At the end of the day, who cares how much so-and-so is making in the markets? But what does matter to the general audience, and if you respect your audience as a trading content creator, you will show and prove that you yourself, who are sharing something on the internet, actually trade profitably over the long term by logging into brokers and proving it. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're better or whatever in live scenarios than other people. This just sounds like petty playground arguments from children. If you can trade, just prove it, and people will follow you and respect you.
You can't, but I fucking can. And I wanted to fucking rub it in your fucking face because that's just what an ICT would do. So,
dang, that was a good looking Shrek, huh? Just kidding. When all of you lose this year, understand this. You had the heart and courage to be weighed in the balance of public opinion, did your best. I have massive respect for that. It did not need to be uncivilized as we compete. This is going to be fun, and ego need not be a part of it. I mean, this is just like one big ego smoke show, though. Take that to the effing bank. I mean, when you tell people this, like, you can't come back later and say, oh, yeah, you know, it was all a joke. I purposefully tanked the account. I mean, come on, man.
Nothing to see here.
That is so convenient, right? Again, I was open to this. Like, if I saw this happen, you guys would have seen me legitimately doing a video series learning the ICT model, simply because I would have been so impressed and convinced. In fact, I'll still stand on that. If ICT finishes this year on the top of that leaderboard on Robin's Cup or whatever, I will definitely go, take a second look at his content with a different lens. But to me, it's like there's no point in spending countless hours learning from someone or some strategy if they haven't proven themselves. It's just common sense that people don't want to believe because trading the markets is hard and that's not fun. If you had some secret, cheat code to the markets, then it becomes fun and easy in their minds. It's almost like when someone's in denial. You can't tell someone who's in denial that they're in denial. They won't get that. People simply won't believe what they choose not to, face reality with. At the end of the day, I'm not, here to just slander ICT's name in any way. I'm just asking you as an audience member to take a hard look at who you follow and invest your time in, and ask yourselves, have they actually shown me that they are not just a smooth talker and that they really do trade the markets really well? Thanks for watching this video, and on the screen right now, you'll see some other options of other videos we put together that might be helpful to you in your trading career. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.